Hi there, another video for you. Two new stories. Ethiopian government facing financial crisis. It seems that UAE is coming to the rescue of Ethiopia. A big investment announced by the UAE in Ethiopia. This is what Ethiopian economy needs. Economy under immense pressure, were likely to be devalued. No bailout package coming. IMF, World Bank uh, imposing some very strict restrictions. So it seems that UAE has decided to give some relief to Ethiopian economy. Secondly, an important development in the Amhara region. It happened yesterday. All top PP leaders from other regions were in Amhara region yesterday. They held meetings in 14 different cities of the Amhara region and they delivered speeches. They lashed out at Fano. What did they say? What was the purpose of these meetings? Firstly, viewers, Ethiopian economic crisis is not a secret now. Everyone knows. Ethiopian government has acknowledged that it is facing the challenge of shortage of foreign exchange reserves. Ethiopia in talks with IMF and World Bank for more than a year for a bailout package not coming. So far, Ethiopia has only managed to get some relief in debt payment. China, some other countries have rescheduled loan payments. So in 2023, 2024, Ethiopia won't have to repay loans. But in 2025, Ethiopia will have to resume payment of debt. That is why this relief is temporary. What Ethiopia needs is something to enhance its capability to pay the creditors and to increase its foreign exchange reserves. Foreign direct investment is not coming. No big grants announced, no bailout package approved by IMF and World Bank. So Ethiopia has very limited options. IMF, World Bank are obviously backed by US and EU. EU has not restored direct budgetary support for Ethiopia. And keeping in view the extension in the state of emergency in the Amhara region, I don't think EU is going to restore budgetary support for Ethiopia. Maybe IMF and World Bank will also delay the bailout package for Ethiopia. After the lifting of state of emergency, we could see some release of a bailout package for Ethiopia. Meanwhile, the UAE, United Arab Emirates, is coming to the rescue of Ethiopia. UAE has announced a big investment in Ethiopia. Details have not been made public, but according to Ethiopian government officials and UAE's government officials, UAE is going to invest 2.4 billion US dollars in Ethiopia. I'm talking about dollars, not birrs. 2.4 billion US dollars. It's a huge investment, keeping in view the crisis which Ethiopian government is facing. Is UAE going to give some direct budgetary support to Ethiopia? We don't know. But keeping in view the closeness between RB and MBZ, such an assistance cannot be ruled out because Ethiopia is UAE's strategic partner. When it comes to the internal conflict in Sudan, UAE needs Ethiopia to be a player in Sudan. UAE has been intervening in Sudan through Chad But since war is now approaching Ethiopian Eritrean borders, so Ethiopia would be very strategic. Eritrea as well in coming months, you'll see regarding war in Sudan. That is why UAE needs Ethiopia. Ethiopia needs UAE as well because it is the UAE which helped Ethiopia in uh, pushing Tigray fighters back from Amhara into Tigray. UAE helped by providing modern combat drones and other weaponry to Ethiopian forces. And now, when Ethiopia is planning to get access to the sea through Somaliland, again, UAE is behind the deal. UAE is there already sitting in Somaliland in charge of Berbera port. So Ethiopia is UAE's strategic partner. UAE won't like to see Ethiopian economy go down. Yes, UAE would like Ethiopia to make requests, to be on its knees, maybe, to request assistance from UAE. But in the end, I think UAE would try to help Ethiopia because if Ethiopia goes down, UAE's regional policy in the Horn of Africa will take a serious hit. That is why 2.4 billion US dollars investment in Ethiopia from the UAE. Secondly, viewers, an interesting development in the Amhara region where yesterday top prosperity party leaders from other regions gathered in different cities of the Amhara region. They held meetings, public meetings. They delivered speeches there. And they lashed out at Fano groups. They called for development, they called for progress, and they said that these extremist groups operating in the Amhara region have backing of internal and external enemies. Which leaders from other parts of Ethiopia held meetings, public meetings in Amhara region yesterday. Adenich Ababe, Addis Ababa mayor held a meeting in Gondar city. Interesting. She's an Oromo. She is criticized that she protects Oromo interests, but she was there in Gondar. By the way, I back such meetings. It's good to see Oromos in Amhara, Amharas in Oromo. This interaction should continue, but not just on the level of prosperity party. Opposition parties to intellectuals to journalists to they should visit these regions, each other's regions, and hold such gatherings. Good to see, by the way, such gatherings. Then Mustafa Umar, Somali regional president, was in Bahirdar along with Arega Kabbede, Amhara regional president. He held a meeting there. Ahmad Shide, finance minister, I think he's Somali. I don't know. I'm not sure. He was in Debre Tabor. He held a meeting there. In Injibara, Ago Avi zone, Benishangal Gumaz regional president Ashad Ali Hussain held a meeting with locals, with government officials. In Humera, as expected, Colonel Damake Zadu held a meeting. Where was Shimalis Abdisa, Oromia regional president? He was in Sikota, Waghemra zone. Sikota, where there is an Ethiopian military base. And he held a meeting there. Meetings were held in other cities too, like in Debre, Morkos, Kamise, Debark, Finotis, Silam, Wuldia, etc. What was the purpose? Why is that all PP leaders from other parts of Ethiopia rushed to the Amhara region yesterday? I think first objective was that the PP leaders from other parts of the Amhara region wanted to show solidarity with the Amhara regional government. They backed the military operation against Fano, saying that all regions are standing with Amhara region. They won't let Amhara regional government fall. They're behind the government. They are behind the military operation. Secondly, Prosperity Party, Amhara Prosperity Party is facing a crisis. Lower level Prosperity Party members are nowhere to be seen. Middle level, somewhat functional, but even they are not in a position to support party policies publicly. Top Amhara PP tier is intact, but still we are seeing some defections after the murder of a top Prosperity Party leader, Girmashitila. We have seen that Amhara PP members have reduced their public visibility. They don't want to be seen as supportive of the military operation against Fano because they are in danger. Their family is in danger. That is why, and these Prosperity Party members cannot criticize the government. If they criticize the government, what happens to them? We saw what is happening to Johannes Buyalio. He criticized the government. He was in touch with Fano commanders. He was thrown into prison. Then Christian Tadale, member of parliament, not PP, but Norma, he criticized the military operation, thrown in prison. Gaidu Andar Gaichu criticized military operation, opposed state of emergency. He had to flee Ethiopia. So while Amhara PP is facing internal crisis, Prosperity Party members from outside Amhara are being brought to Amhara so that Amhara PP could be propped up, that it could be reorganized. Will this effort succeed? That remains to be seen. But I think Abiy's government is facing a political, military, ethnic crisis in the Amhara region that cannot be resolved by the visits of a few Prosperity Party leaders to the Amhara region. Though it was good to see, again I would say, it was good to see other regional leaders come in Amhara region and hold meetings there. But way forward is dialogue. When will this dialogue happen? No one knows. When will the government realize that now it cannot completely defeat Fano groups and dialogue is the only option? When will the government realize that? We don't know. But only solution is dialogue. Thank you for watching.